So we're going to demonstrate how to graph quantitative data. We're going to use angle as our independent variable. We're going to use, now we're actually going to change the name of this to average distance of collision. We'll do that now. Okay. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to highlight the independent variable. So highlight all of that. Take a seat. Yes. And to highlight another column, Mr. Nielsen, take a seat. You're distracting me. You got the maestro. You're distracting the maestro. Okay, now hold down Control, and you can drag and get the other column as well. So the left-hand column is my independent variable. The right-hand column is my dependent variable. Okay, I'm now going to go into Insert, Chart, and the chart I'm going to use is this Insert Scatter chart. And I'm going to do the one without any lines. Okay. So I get a graph here. All right. You could also send this to a, I think, no, I can't drag that in there. You can make it its own sheet if you wish. But I'm not going to do that now. Okay, so there's a few things we need to just check. Make sure that your independent variable angle is graphed, or whatever your independent variable happens to be, is graphed on the x-axis. So we've got that. That's 6, close to 10, and let's cross that with, okay. So that data point is 6.6 and 5.3. That looks about right. So the x-axis is the angle, and the y-axis is the average distance of collision. Okay, now, a couple things we're going to do to this. We're going to change the title. The title will be, for this one, average distance of collision versus ramp angle. Okay. Take a seat, Mr. Nielsen. You can sit down with the girls. All right. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to label our axes. I'll show you how that's done. If you click, all right. So I can click on this little plus sign to do this, but I've noticed a lot of you can't do that. So the way you go about doing that is you go into Design and you add Chart Element, and we're going to go into Chart Titles, so Axis Title, sorry. All right, so we want both of these. So we want that and vertical and horizontal. Okay, so we're going to change the labels of these. All right, the axis title on the bottom, this is ramp angle, or just angle if you prefer. And that's in the unit for that is degree, so we're just going to do superscript, Control-Shift-O. Oops, that doesn't work. No, it's not working. There we go. So ramp angle in degrees. And this axis title, this is the distance of collision. Whoops, I got rid of it. Let's put it back. Actually, this is Control-Z. Control-Z undo. Okay. Change the axis title to distance of collision. So I've already got distance of collision in the title, don't need to make it that long. And that was in centimeters from the data. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. The other thing we could do is we can add a trend line. To do that, click on your data, right-click on your data, and go to Add Trend Line. Now we're just going to add a linear trend line. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, got that there. So there's a trend line. That's a line of best fit. If you want to extend that further, you can go back into that, format trend line, and then you can go backwards in period. You can keep that, drawing that backwards until it reaches the X or Y axis. Sometimes it's an idea to do that. So just increase that number until you get to where you need to. Okay, make it 4.1, 4.5. Yeah. So now I've extended the line of best fit so it continues back to the axis. If you keep doing it more, it will graph a bigger graph that will include, so I might just demonstrate that. If you make it larger than that, it's going to redraw the whole graph, which is not always a good idea. But say, for example, if I want to draw that all the way back to the y-axis, you'll see what I mean. So if I make that 6, yeah, 6, 6.2, 6.4, yeah, just a bit of trial and error. Yeah, see, I went 6.7, now it's going into negative space, so make it 6.6. There we go. Okay, bit of trial and error required for that. That's not necessary, but for some experiments it is. So you can use that to continue the trend line, the line of best fit, all the way back to the axis. And there you go, we've got a lovely graph. So I hope that helps you guys.